Just getting ready, seeing if anybody's coming in. I don't really know what's going on out here in the world. Hey, I just heard the thing just ding on my other phone. Getting hot in here. Had the heat turned on. Really doesn't do me any good. All right. Guess I'll do it this way. Turn it off there. See what's going on here. Seems like the quality of the cam isn't great. Looks pretty grainy to me. All right. Well, everybody, how's it going? I'm sitting here in Wyoming, right where the blizzard is going. Uh, basically, absolutely no jobs or anything since Friday. No loads. Um, it may take another week for this repair to get done. I've been skipping out a lot on a lot of things, participating in other YouTube stuff because I've been so busy. Just kind of sitting here reflecting a little bit. It's just something that's going on in the world today. So yeah, I don't really know what to talk about. I've been thinking of. I I really don't know what to do. Have a tough decision to make. Got to get a little feedback, but I just want to make a good decision about what it is that I'm going to do to make things simpler on myself. And that includes not just the truck. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to be best for me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a rough one out there, and I can't really. I don't really want to say everything or much of anything really. Um, because these are going to be. What's up, DIY? Just a person I need to hear recommendations from, but I'm not really sharing all the things uh, that are coming into play. I just have some tough decisions to make, and it's not really just the truck. It's about, like, I guess you would call it me as a person, and whatever you want to call it. If I'm an entity or whatever, so have a few things going on in life. Just trying to figure out what's going to be the best way to stay invested, I guess you would say. Uh, well, here you go. Here's one thing I can share that I was thinking about, and I need to clear this up. If I could, I don't know. We'll just say it. We'll just say $100,000. If if you had $100,000 in cash, I don't. I have to consider taxes and stuff, but let's just say if you had $100,000 in cash, what's the best way forward if it just fell into your pocket? So it'd be like, do you throw it all in the stock market and then you can borrow 70% uh, of that if you ever need it, or I mean, I guess that's kind of the question that I'm having. But I see that too, Bubba Woods. What's going on? Let me see something. I don't even think I have this person in here. Let's see here. Let's see. There we go. So that's what's going on with me. That's not the only thing, but that's just kind of a. Yeah, I'm out here in the blizzard, Wyoming. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me go ahead and restate that. I'm in Wyoming. I'm basically at the blizzard. Um, I unloaded in Idaho on Friday. Uh, I'm having a repair because of another repair that wasn't done right or whatever. So it's going to take me maybe 5 more days. Um, yeah, let's just say if there's sorry to interrupt that or stop that, but I see the comment. Let's just say there's no debt. Uh, with yeah, I'm trying to think. Just generally speaking, there's no debt at all um, that I would be considering. Um, yeah, I just don't know what I don't know what to think. It wouldn't it's not like some kind of lottery winning or anything. Just it's just some of my hard work and whether or not I need to make a change um, to preserve versus with an option, or if there's something you know that could bring more in, because that's not a lot of money. It's a lot, but it's not a lot. It's like that whole thing that's like, well, if you're going to retire today, that's not enough. But if you want to work on continue to work, that's the next thing. So yeah, it's not like get rid of the truck or nothing. It's not get out of the business or nothing. It's just kind of sort of a reorganization of investment strategy, whatever. I don't know. And how can you evaluate it if I'm not really able to disclose it all or anything like that? But just one of those things. Uh, yeah. See, that's what I'm. I don't know if it would be, you know, put something, just U.S. Treasuries or something with like 4% returns or something like that, or 6% returns for 6 months or something. I mean, just kind of certainty equivalents or what they're called, CE. You know, I just wouldn't want it to inflation to just completely destroy the cash. Even though I keep hearing the cash is a decent position, and I don't know if you consider short-term bonds or liquidity or whatever as liquid as the same as cash. So sometimes those things get flopped back and forth. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm going to be here for a good week, so I get to I get to deal with that while I'm hanging out here. Who left? Who left? Bull of the Woods, you still here? DIY? Do you have to take off? I mean, man, what's going on? Let's see here. See if I can figure it out. I must be boring. Okay, cool. All right. Bull of the Woods must have jumped out. He probably got another. Somebody else probably went live. He took off or whatever. I, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just thinking about what's going on. Uh, I don't have the StreamYard and all that. I can't bring anybody in or whatever. I'm just sitting here. Uh, are you are you just working like us workers have to do, or are you hanging out in the truck somewhere? Because I know you do a lot of that. I'm sure you understand a whole heck of a lot. I see. I see. Yeah. Hopefully you're not going to be in those bad areas. They're talking about ice and everything on the East Coast, up Wisconsin, all over the place. Like basically everywhere except for down south. I don't know if you're down south or not, or if you're heading that way. But that's it looks like it's going to be pretty rough, and I'm going to be. I don't know. Oh yeah, here you go. I can show you my I can show you my setup here. I did this for myself. Make sure I'm not cold. I have this old zero sleeping bag, 0 degree sleeping bag. I thought that would be good enough, but I was cold. So when I was in Sydney, Nebraska, Sydney, Nebraska, I bought me one of these, negative 20 degree Fahrenheit. I'm going to stay warm. I'm going to stay warm uh, in those worst case scenarios, and it works pretty good. I don't know if negative 20 is well. I don't know if that's as low as they go. I think they go lower than that, but that's the coldest one they had. So I'm going to keep myself warm. Got a little bit of the food back in the truck, organizing the truck a little bit. Got it running now. Going to turn it off eventually here before too long. Running everything. Yeah, I just wanted to jump on. I didn't see anybody going live. Nobody posting, hardly anybody posting anything. I don't know if President's Day had anything to do with it, but yeah, it seems like maybe everybody's getting prepared for the blizzard. I don't know. but it seems like it kind of went, you know, just nobody did anything today. Uh, Rates are the same as far as being cruddy right now. I don't have to worry about it for maybe another week, but yeah, that's really what's going on with me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm glad you stopped in. I always generally like the content and the joking around and sharing all the ups and downs. And there are a few people out there, and you probably know at least two of you there that probably have experienced the bads as well as the goods, and a lot of times that kind of shows through. Uh, you know, Sometimes people have a little differing opinion on the direction, up, down, whatever, sideways, but not too much. And since you have reefer and you have flatbed, those are, I don't know. I'm just not sure where the rates can go, because eventually it's going to bottom out at some point. Uh, yeah, eventually eventually it's going to bottom out where capacity either goes down uh, or some volume comes back. A lot of the media is showing a lot of you know a little bit of the Ukraine stuff going on. So really, what I'm thinking, I don't know. This is, oh, I looked for that book too. I saw the audio book. I haven't gotten that, but I looked two or three different places trying to get the physical book so I can read it. I kind of wanted to read something. The Hacking of the American Mind. Went on to YouTube, and there was a little bit of the an interview. I guess one was a psychology or a neuroscience or both. Person interviewing the author, and he was talking about explaining a little bit about what the book's about. I believe the uh, how we're being. I don't know of how we are being, but how the mind reacts to the particulars or the emotions, or how people are getting, I don't know, scared to do things and pleasure to do other things, and then uh, you know uh, mind tricks to keep everybody buying stuff they don't need. I don't know. So I didn't get the whole gist of it yet, but yeah, maybe that's something I need to do while I'm here this week. I mean, I guess, right? Maybe I'll get that done. Do you have yours done? Did you listen to all yours, or uh, I guess Snorlord's been pretty busy too. I saw his podcast. And he was on What the Truck, or no, Back the he would, I guess basically both, right? Because Back the Truck Up is on What the Truck Freight Waves, so sounds like he's been doing quite a bit there. Uh, yeah, I'm just trying to think all the good stuff, all the good things, keeping it good, keeping it straight, keeping it managed, not getting ready to well, I guess the truck just blows up for no reason. Okay, I guess that would be a bad deal, but uh, I don't anticipate that occurring. I keep the maintenance up and everything. So, ah, see, you haven't even started yet, man. I thought that would. I thought I was the one behind. At least I've looked at the book. Do you even have it downloaded yet? Uh, uh, I guess I have. I guess I have given you a hard time. Some constructive criticism every once in a while when you fall through on a couple little things like this. You know, that's kind of funny. It's it's not the most important thing in the world, but at least I can hit you on that. You know, give you a little nudge. That one's funny. Yeah, blame it all on me, the guy that just blew your shipper relationship. Man, you kind of took it fairly well. Probably, probably burning up inside is my guess. Yeah, man, I don't know. That's rough. I really don't understand how people don't understand some things. Ignorance is really the right word, but then people get all crazy when they hear that word, and I'm sure I'm guilty of it too. It's like not recognizing that every once in a while, every once in a while, it's just trying to be helpful. Doesn't it? It doesn't even come across as being helpful, or the other person doesn't see it as helpful. Yeah, it's a rough one. So, yeah, well, it looks like we're the lone people out here. Nobody's jumping in really. Every once in a while, I'll get 3 or 4 people in here, but I don't know if it's because it's late. At least it's 1 o'clock in the morning here, or Eastern time. But here it's like I don't even know, probably 11 o'clock. So Sterling might be popping on here in a little bit. So we'll see if that happens too. So yeah, I'm glad you came in. I don't know if I'm just wasting time, but that's pretty much what I was doing, just jumping on here, uh, trying to think if there's really much else that I'm thinking. Really, yeah, pretty much just in the truck. That's about it. All right, bro. Well, you know, you probably don't get a whole lot of time there to do all this stuff, but maybe I should work on that Audible book, see if I can get it going. I have a uh, tablet here. I should be able to just turn that thing on and hook it up to everything. So yeah, and we'll see. We'll see in the future what I decide on what's going on with the truck and whether or not it'll be appropriate to try to get a trailer or get that land. I called the realtor guy again, and he asked if he could call me later, and I'm like, okay, I don't know. I don't know if it's because the people that are selling it or the government or because it's commercial property. I don't know. I don't have enough experience with it either to have a real understanding of how long this process will take, does take, because there's all kinds of little stuff like maybe vacating an alley that might be in there, getting a survey to make sure that it is where it is, and yeah, so um, it's actually taking a lot longer than I thought I would get an answer sooner. So yeah, get my taxes done. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, trying to figure out, try to throw in a uh, 2 years worth of self-employment or business or whatever organized, so I can actually see if there's any credit available and stuff. And that's not taking out a loan. That's not that other thing I was talking about is not the same as applying for a home equity line of credit and seeing whether or not I'm going to use that somehow. It's just yeah, there's a couple few little things that I got to do. Um, just that's really that's really where I'm at. I just got to figure stuff out. I want to get a few things. Basically I want to buy a bunch of stuff that I don't have to have, but I want. But it's not. I can use all of it, but I need to. It really needs to be purchased in the right way and not the dumb way. So, all right. Well, nobody else is really coming back on here. I don't know. Do I have anybody still here? I see somebody jumped out and jumped in. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Cocaine and hookers are probably uh, maybe the most favorite for generally everybody, but probably not the smartest thing. So that would be interesting there. Not sure, not sure how that would go, but at least we can joke about it, right? Oh, hey, check this out. Today there was like five, I'll say 5 to 8 uh, travel coaches. The big buses, all for the NBA All Star game that came from, I think it was Utah. They all stopped at this Love's because they can't, they couldn't make it to where, well, they closed down the stuff, so they were trying to find out how to get to where they need to go. And from here, they could go 80, I 80, but it's closed down, so they can't go that way. So they're like, should we go US 40 or go these back road? And I'm like, oh man, or maybe go to 70, and cut across that way. I'm like, man, there's no way. I mean, that's way worse than what they're going to experience here. So, uh, but but a few of them went, I guess, and a few of them stayed, and they had to make their decisions on that. It was there were no people in the buses other than the drivers, so they did offload their passengers or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe they were trying to get to Colorado somewhere, but A few of them didn't understand how bad the roads are because maybe they haven't driven this stuff before. And I don't know them all, but I've been a few places and I know it's not good. And I don't even know if they have chains on those buses, but I thought I heard somebody mention chains. I was like, and dude, not a bus. I mean, that's an empty bus. It'd be just the same as an empty dry van or whatever. So 25-mile-an-hour wind, maybe that'll knock them over. It's like, man, that's a little risky for me. But that's the way that went. Anyway, yeah, I'll go ahead and get off here. I've been here half an hour, just not really even jaw jacking, just blabbing. But I appreciate you coming in, and it helps to see somebody, jump in every once in a while. All right, later, and you know what it is. Try the alternative. Yeah, try the alternative.